In this video, I'm going to show you how you can connect a custom domain from Porkbun to Railway. This will be a step-by-step guide showing you everything that you need to do. So what you need to do is once you're on Railway and you're on the dashboard, you need to first deploy your project. I've already deployed my project, so you can see it here. I've deployed it from GitHub. Once you've done that, you've deployed your project, you can click on it. Once you're on the dashboard, click on it again, and then head over to Settings in the top right-hand corner. Here, once you scroll down, you'll see networking. Now, you may already have a subdomain from Railway. You don't need this, but you may have this just to test it, right? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to custom domain. We're going to click on it, and we're going to connect our custom domain from Porkbun. So on Porkbun, you need to first find your domain. So I'm going to go to domain management, and we'll find the domain. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and connect this one. So here, once you hover over your domain, you will be able to go to the DNS settings. Just note, we're going to go there later. But first, we'll just copy the domain name. Then we'll head back to Railway and we'll type in www. Paste in your domain. And then you need to type in the port your app is listening on. So whatever framework you've used to code your app, it will have a port number. The default one is 8080, but you'll obviously know this because you've already deployed your app. Then you want to click Add Domain. So we are now adding this domain, and we need to add a CNAME record to essentially connect the domain to Railway. And then we're going to add another custom domain as well and add the root domain after. But let's do one thing at a time. So we need to now remember CNAME www value. So if we click on this button next to value, we can copy it. We can then go to Porkbun. We can hover over the domain and go to DNS. Now we just need to go CNAME www, paste in the value. Then go ahead and click add, and it's then going to add this to the current records. Just make sure this is the only record here. If you've got any others, you can delete them. Okay, so now we've done that, we can dismiss this, and eventually, within a couple of minutes, this is going to connect your domain. So this is going to only connect www.yourdomain.com. We're going to have to connect the root domain later, because if someone was to type in right now knowledgebasetutorial.com, it wouldn't go to the project. So let's first wait for this to go green for everything to propagate, which can take up to 72 hours. Now, if we click on it, it might just work straight away. We might get lucky. But if it says that your connection is not private or anything similar to this, it means that it's still propagating and issuing your SSL certificate. So as you can see, it is now green. If we click on it, it now should work. So there you go. It's now taking us to the to-do list app. Now again, let me just demonstrate this. If I just copy the root domain without www. And we head into incognito and paste it, it doesn't work. And this is a big problem because obviously if someone types in your root domain instead of www.yourdomain, they're not going to head to your app that you've deployed. So what you need to do is go ahead and add another custom domain. Now, if you are on the free version of Railway, it's not going to allow you to add more than one domain. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go into the back end and add redirects, which gets a bit complicated and isn't really official. And if you want to do this properly, what I would recommend is just upgrade Railway to the next plan up from the free version. So the next plan I think is going to be $5. It allows you to add 2 domains, and it's exactly made for this reason. You can go to then custom domain, paste in your root domain, type in the same port, click add domain, and now what we're going to do, we're going to be given another CNAME record that we can add. So remember here, CNAME at value. So we'll copy the value. We then go again, CNAME, but here we type in at instead of www. Then we paste in the value that we've been given. We click add, and then it should add. Now, if it doesn't add, it's going to give us an error, and it's going to say you need to use an alias record instead. Now, on Hostinger, it automatically changes it to an alias because you can't technically have a CNAME record with the host as at. So we are going to change it to alias here and see how it says CNAME flattened. This is going to be correct. So we'll click add. So now we've got CNAME www.yourdomain and alias your domain. Now we can go ahead and dismiss this, and if you just refresh, you're going to have to wait probably the same amount of time or maybe more for everything to get connected. But then eventually your domain and the root domain is going to be connected to your app that you've deployed. Now you can click on it and it probably won't work straight away. You're gonna have to wait for it to go green. This could take up to 48 hours like the other one. But really, I've done this and it probably takes 30 minutes max. As you can see, it looks like it's connected here. So let's just check in incognito. That's another good way to check. Okay, so it still hasn't. So what you really need to do is you need to be patient because sometimes it likes to joke around with you. So mine seems to be taking a while. I can't sit on video all day and just wait for it to work. But what I can do is give you a tip to see if it's working. So if you go to a website called DNS Checker, and you paste in your domain and click search, if everything or most things are green, it means it's all propagated properly. You just need to wait for it to update. Could work any minute now. If you've entered in the DNS record correctly, like this, and your main domain is working, it won't be long before the root domain gets connected and working as well. As you can see, the main domain goes to the app, correct? This root domain will also work as well. So just leave a like and comment down below if this tutorial worked for you. It will do. Just be patient. It could take up to 48 hours, but thank you for watching.